Hi, grade 6 Emirati syllabus. Today I will make a review on the final revision on before we go to before we exam before your mid-year test exam. But before I will go to make this final revision, I would like to say don't forget to make share, like, subscribe to my channel, send you new videos. Let's go to review today. Okay, this is the sample this is the paper, the sample paper of your exam test. Let's do the first part in this. We have in the exam, we have 4 parts in the exam. The first one, it will be the vocab. Second one, we have the first part is consists of one is vocab. Second, the second part in this part, it will be grammar. Then we have part 2, reading comprehension. The part three, we have part 2 and part 3, we have reading comprehension. The last one, it will be writing paragraph. Okay, it will be have a paragraph and you write about this paragraph from your paragraph that we learned during this term. Let's go to start our part in this paper exam. Here we say the first one, I go to school from Sunday to Thursday. So here means that I go to school what? Every day. So I put here every day here in this one. So it will be here every day. It will be here every day. Here it will be here every day. Let's go to the next sentence. My favorite free time activity is space football with my friends. Is what? Is playing football with my friends. You are clever pupils. I think you are wake up with me. Okay, playing football with my friend. Let's go to another one. After school, I like space books about history and science. It will be here what? It will be here reading. It will be here what? Reading. I like reading, and I explained to you before that like, enjoy, and go must be followed by what? By gerund. This is called gerund. Here we have like reading. Let's go to our next one. My sister loves art, so she spends 3 times space beautiful picture. So the answer here, it will be painting. Here she spends her time painting. It will be here painting beautiful pictures. Okay, let's go to another one. Painting beautiful pictures. The last one, the next one, not the last. On Fridays, my friends and I, here it will be walk at the park. It will be here walk, not walking. You have a mistake here. Walk at the park to talk. Not at. It will be walk to the park to talk. Walk to the park. Walk to the park to talk. It will be not at. It will be a mistake here. It will be walk to the park to talk. Before I go bed, I space water. Water before, because I'm thirsty. Here it will be I drink water. So here I will drink water. This is my habit. Let's go to another one here. My cousin likes to space online with friends all over the world. It will be here to meet up. Means what? To meet up online. Make meeting online. Okay, make meeting online. I always space dinner with my family at 7. It will be here I eat. Here we have a mistake. It will be on Fridays, my friends and I walk. So my friends and I, it will be plural. So it will be walk to the park. Walk to the park. When I travel, I like space, beautiful landscape, to remember trip. It will be here to take photos. We have here photos. It will be here. I like to take photos. It will be here. I write it here to. I like to take photos. Here to take photos. To take to be here to take photos. To take photos. Here to take photos. Let's go to another one here. To the last one. I space my homework for 2 hours after school to prepare for the test. It will be here to study. So here it will be I study my homework before we have the exam. Okay, like you. Let's continue let's go to the next question. The next one. Let's go to the part 2 in this. Let's go to number B in this part. Here we have a grammar. This is the next part in the next part B in the part 1, which is grammar. Ali is a good student. He stays up early at 6 o'clock. It will be get or gets or getting. As we know that we talk about routine, and we know in simple tense we use the in simple tense we express it by using simple tense, so expressing routines, habits, and facts. So here it will be routine, or it will be habit. So I put what? Gets or get or getting. So I'm listening you saying, Miss Man gets, you are clever people. Gets up early at 6 o'clock. Space in the morning. It will be in the morning. It will be in the morning, not 8, in the morning. He stays watch TV before school because he must study. So here it will be, he can watch TV before go to school. No, why? Because he must study. So it will be here, he doesn't. Let's go to another one. So here, the first one, it will be here, gets. The next one will be in the morning. The third one, it will be doesn't. Third one, doesn't watch. Let's go to another one. After school, he plays in it will be here, plays in the school field, not on, not under. Okay, I think not correct. We say here on the field. No, it's not correct. Under the field, no, it's not correct. So is the correct answer here? It will be in the field or in the playground. As we know in our country. Space. He finished his homework before he eats dinner. So here so the answer here it will be yes, he does. So I ask the WH question, sorry, the yes no question here, it will be using what? Using does. So the answer here it will be does he finish? Does he finish his homework before go to school, before he eats dinner? So this is the correct answer here. Let's go to next question, which is comprehension. As we told you before, grade 6 and all the grades that I'm teaching them, that we must read the comprehension very well. Why? Because we have something beyond the meaning, so we must read the comprehension very well to know the tricks that is beyond the meaning. Okay, so let's read this text and answer the questions below. Let's go to read this text. The best way to spend free time. So this text about how to spend your free time in the best way. Many students like playing computer games, but I think reading books is better. Computer games are more fun for a few minutes, but reading is more relaxing and more educational. Why? Because when we read a book, I have a benefits from this book because I read and make my mind and so on. So computer games is not bad, but when we use it in a few time and for fun, minutes, it's good, but not all the time we play computer games because it's not good for us. Okay, because we want to make our minds to have information, we must read the book to have information to help us in our studying in the school or when we are in the university. We need to read books. So it's important to read books. Yes, it's important to read books to have information, to have knowledge, to know more about the world around us, and so on. Let's continue the rest of the comprehension. Computer games are more fun for a few minutes, but reading is more relaxing and more educational. So I think most of doctors advise people that if you want to sleep, read a book. Then when we read a book, we have a relax. Then we sleep without thinking. I talk about myself. I have a book and I read it before I get a book and I read it before and I read this book before I sleep. Then when we read, I sleep when I read the book. So this is the way helping us to sleep as we watching TV also. Okay, this is ways to if one who don't want if anyone isn't able or doesn't able to sleep, you do these things so we sleep. So he sleep. Okay, he or she sleeps. Let's continue the rest of the comprehension. But reading is more relaxing and more educational. You learn new words and new ideas because books is full of information. And when we read books, English books, we improve our language. It's actual when we read an English book. I improve my language. I have a new structure, a new vocab. So I improve my language so that my language it will be improved. So it's important for us to read or not. Yes. So I remember one of the professors that we teach us in the university saying, more practice, more perfect. So it's important to read and know more to improve yourself. Okay, improving yourself depends on yourself, not on others. Okay, not with others. My friend Said, my friend Saad thinks taking photos is more interesting than playing games. He says that taking photos makes him feel happier. So he always takes his camera with him. I agree that photos are nicer than, here we have nicer than, it's called what? Comparative form. Games, because they are good way to remember holidays. However, I still think reading is the best. It's calmer than taking photos and cheaper than buying new computer games. My favorite place to read is in the park because it's quieter than my friend. If we sit in the park, we have a book and read it. And I would like to say that I talk about myself, and I talk about myself when I'm in club or in a park or in any place and don't have people to talk about them. I have a book and I read. So when I read, I have new information. I improve my language. I know more about the world around us. Okay, let's continue the rest. Let's answer the questions related to this comprehension. What does the author think is more educational than computer games? It will be taking photos, reading books, going to the park. As we know here during the text, it will be what here? Reading books. Here is reading books. So the answer, it will be here, reading books are clever pupils. Which adverbial linker is used to show a reason why reading is better? Because, but, so. Adverbial linker. Here it will be here. Here it will be but. This one. Let's go to another one. Here is but. So the answer to be according to the text. Why does Said like taking photos? Said taking photos, but because it's more interesting than video games. Because you see, he knows that is more interesting. They feel happy. I think so. Feel happier because it makes him happier. This one. Where does the author prefer to read? So here, when we use where, so I ask about what? About the place that we read in. It will be what is, as we know here, in the park, as I think so. Okay, let's do it. Let's read it together. In the park, yes, I think reading in the park. Okay, in the park. So it will be here. This one. What does the author think about reading and taking photos? About saying that here saying that taking photos and then take a photo and cheaper than new computer game. So here taking saying that reading is the best and calmer than taking photos. This one. So reading is the best and calmer than taking photos. Let's go to the next one. This is the part 3. Reading comprehension. Also, this is a narrative. This is a comparative, and this is narrative. Narrate means this is a story, and I will narrate it. Okay, this is the meaning of narrate. Narrate means I telling a story. Okay, let's go to another text here in this part. The race to the finish. The race to the finish. Last week, my friend Omar and I decided to have a bicycle race. Omar is the fast rider. He rides his bicycle very quickly and well. I however, ride much more slowly. I must ride carefully and follow the rules so I can't go too fast. When the race started, Omar took the lead immediately. He didn't look at the road, so he turned badly at the first corner and almost fell. I shouted, "You must slow down." I continued riding slowly, and carefully. Omar got back on his bike, but now he was riding more safely. In the end, I finished the race a little late, but I finished it well. We learned that you mustn't ride too fast. It's better to ride well than to ride quickly. Here we say, how did Omar ride his bike at the first of the race? Write it here as what? Fast. It will be here, write it quickly. It will be here, write it what? Write it here. Quickly and well. Quickly and well. This one. The next question. What did Omar do at the first corner? At the first corner, what Omar did here, as we know here during the text. In the first corner, what they did. He turned it badly. Here is turn it badly. Here is he turned it badly. He turned it badly and almost fell. This one. Slowly here describes bicycle ride must. It will be here describe riding. To be here describe the riding. So why we say ride? Because as we know that as we learned during our lesson, adverbs describe verb, adjective describe nouns. This is the rule. We must know it. So adjectives describes adjectives describe nouns, and adverb describe verbs. So here I can select by, because this is the adverb, and the adverb describe the verb, which is ride. According to the text, what did the author shout to Omar? As we know here during the text, shout to Omar what? Why? Let's know. Because he is saying him that you must slow down. Shout to Omar and saying you must slow down. Saying must slow down. Okay. Let's go to another one. What lesson did the friends learn from the race? They learn what? They learn it's better to ride well than to ride quickly. This is the last one. Let's go to another one here. This is the paragraph about the activities that you like. So here I can select an activity and write the reason of this activity and compare my favorite activity to another one. We'll say it's more interesting than anyone because anything. Okay. So we say here, for example, I say about in favorite free time. I saying that I like playing football. Why I like this sport? Because it's I like to play with a team, and I like the football. The football helps us to cooperate with others and make a team and to have a good to have a good game or have good play. So I can compare the football by what? By tennis or swimming, because when we saying, I say that, for example, that I like football because it's more interesting, because I like to play with team than playing then playing, then swimming. Okay, so here we say this that I prefer, why I prefer football than swimming. Okay, we can say another activity, we can say not a sport activity, another activity like reading. So saying what my favorite free time, I like reading. I like reading more than taking photo, because taking photo is because I think that when I read, I know more about the world around us than taking photo, and I benefit from the books than taking photo. Then taking photo. This is a comparing, and the book is interesting for me. For example, okay. So here is, we can say, you can write any activity that you write it, that you wanted in this part. I will leave this paragraph to write it by yourself. I give you an ideas and you can do it by yourself. By this question, we end from our video, and we end from our videos, and I'm preparing for the next term. Best of luck of you in your mid-year test exam. Thanks a lot. Until you meet again. Goodbye. And don't forget to make share, like, don't forget to make share, like, subscribe to my channel to send you new videos. Best of luck of you. Thanks a lot. Until you meet again. Goodbye.